I normally spend my time playing competitive games that I have next to zero chance of winning. Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty Warzone, Splitgate. I managed to stumble through all of those games and others just like them with unparalleled unco. Lockdown life and competitive games anger up the blood, however, so it's time I found myself some more relaxed games. Enter Button City from Subliminal and WINGS. Before we begin, please do me a favor and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos. A cute, low-poly adventure game where you make friends, play arcade games, and ultimately try to save the local arcade that also shares the name of the game. Players are cast as Fennel, or Fen, a young fox who has recently moved into town with his mother. Fen is naive, but sincere, and finds himself making friends with other animals shortly after his arrival. He is soon drawn to the local arcade, finding himself in a GoBots rivalry between the Fluff Squad and the Tough Fluffs. Not only that, but Button City itself is under threat from a literal corporate fat cat. Can Fen and his friends save the arcade? Gameplay is super accessible, with players able to wander around the town, interacting with characters and objects. There's plenty of jokes available, and even when they're goofy, they still manage to elicit a smirk from the player, as the whole game is just so damn charming. The story also has plenty of dramatic beats, some of which completely blindside Fen. I was actually reminded of sad moments in my own life, where I first learnt of serious illnesses, divorces, and other difficulties. Button City manages to handle all of these sincerely and authentically, never forgetting that its main characters are children. Thankfully, the majority of the game is a pleasant and charming experience, where even picking up trash and running errands feels meaningful, thanks to Fen and his plucky demeanour. It is an all fetch quest though, as you're able to play a number of arcade games including a racing game, dance game, and the uber popular GoBots. For a minigame in a much larger game, GoBots is actually a hell of a lot of fun, and I found myself earning money to go and purchase various other GoBot characters to try out their attacks and their abilities. Similarly to Final Fantasy VIII and its triple triad game, you can challenge random people to a game of GoBots whenever you want. Just try not to get too distracted from saving Button City. The characters in the game are well written as well, whether it's Cyril, the metal yoga enthusiast and leader of the Fluff Squad, Chive, the blunt but well-meaning rabbit, Lavender, the supportive but shy panda, or any of the game's smaller characters. Visually, the game is distinctively low poly, but it achieves a lot with it. The game's art direction goes hand in hand with other elements, such as the floating island diorama design of the areas, as well as simple character animations that achieve so much. Ultimately, I've thoroughly enjoyed my time with Button City, and I'm glad Subliminal were able to achieve their goal of making an enjoyable adventure game that truly warms the heart. It doesn't overstay its welcome either, and is able to be completed over a weekend, or even one sitting if you find it truly hooks you. There's much more to be done after the main story is complete too. I highly recommend Button City to anyone after a chilled and wholesome game. I became a GoBot master. I made friends, I laughed out loud, and I was moved. I'll definitely be following Subliminal closely in anticipation of their next game.